The one thing that we do on this particular channel is we address the issues that everybody are afraid to address, the issues that are faux pas. Because until you actually address the issue, you cannot come up with a solution. Have you ever had something that was worrying you in the back of your mind? And immediately when you started to do something about it, the stress and the anxiety dissipated some? That's because facing up to a problem, dealing with it, and coming up with a solution actually feels good. It puts you on a path of redemption and getting things right. And something just happened. A young lady reached out to me who I had met some months ago on a dating site. And she was asking me how I was and what I was doing. At first, I did not know who she was. She had a very common name. And I've traveled the world and I didn't know who she was. And she was basically upset that I didn't know who she was, but she had never reached out to me and she didn't make a proper introduction. Hey, I'm blank. We met on blank. I know I hadn't reached out to you, but I'm reaching out to you now. So it was a back and forth, so to speak. And to make a long story short, I finally figured out who she was. And she started talking to me about the date that she was on. I was like, yeah, so what's going on? What's up? What you doing? She was like, oh, I'm on a date with my oldest son. He always takes me out and I take him out on dates and we treat each other to dates. She's on a date with her son. And she made it clear. See, these men ain't about shit. So I have to get my son to take me out. And I go out with my son and we get dressed up and we look good. And we go out on dates. We go to nice restaurants and eat. We go to events together. And these friend girls ain't about shit. So I go party with my daughters. I go to party with my daughters. Now, I didn't want to take this one anecdotal conversation that I had with this woman and just come on here and do a live. So I wanted to do some research. I wanted to talk to some clinical psychologists. I wanted to talk to some therapists. I wanted to talk to some people that actually have degrees that understand this type of behavior. And guess what I found? I found that this behavior is very common. It is not unique at all. There is nothing unique about single mothers dating their sons and partying and being friends instead of mothers to their daughters. This is not unique. Oh, no, make no mistake about it. I'm not wasting my time on her. I have a one-child limit in dating. This is apparently a phenomenon that's happening where women are using their sons as surrogates for men. They do everything with them but sleep with them. They vacation with them. They go out to events with them. The son opens the door for his mom, obviously, pulls out the chair. They're at nice dates. They're creating a whole relationship to be a surrogate for a husband or a man with their son. And likewise, the mothers, and someone just said, I've seen TV shows like that. Yes, there is one. And likewise, mothers are using their daughters, instead of being a mother to their daughter, they're their best friend. It is a problem. It is a huge issue that clinical psychologists and therapists say that they have to address all the time. Women using their sons as surrogates for the men that they should have in their life. And women using their daughters to party with as a source of friends they should have in their life. Now, if you don't believe me, go and look it up. Go and look it up. Go and look it up. Don't take my word for it, because I always do my research. Go look it up. Somebody said, "Who are you?" I'm nobody. I'm nobody. I'm just a man in search of finding a way to make everybody move forward in a positive way. I am absolutely nobody, because I'm not important. What's important is that we fix some of these clear social issues that we have going on in the community. See, here is one thing that people do, and we're going to address it. Whenever they don't like something that's being said, what they immediately do is attack the messenger. There's a saying back in the day, it's still prevalent now, don't kill the messenger. And where that comes from is medieval times. In medieval times, what used to happen is someone would send a message, and if that message made the other king or the other envoys mad, sometimes in their anger, they would kill the person that was delivering the message. Killing the messenger exists all the way to today. So if they don't like what you say and they cannot battle it on the merits of the argument, then what they do next is insult you, criticize you. Oh, he don't like women. He hate his mom. He's gay. It's the same tropes. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. The hat's out of the bag. Everyone knows what sign language is. You shame the person, you insult them, you guilt them in an effort to be right. Somebody said, I thought it was called grooming your kids to be great for the future. That is absolutely not grooming your kids to be great for the future. Ma'am, you are destroying your kids if you do this. You are destroying your kids. Your kids will not be able to rightly work in society. You are meant to be your child's parent, not your child's friend. You're meant to be your son's mother, not use him as a surrogate for a man. That's not supposed to be the case. You got to be able to look at your son or your daughter and tell them harsh truths. Harsh truths. Harsh realities. They ain't going to like you a lot. Somebody said, my kids get compliments all the time. It increases their confidence. No, it doesn't. It makes them think that everything in life is going to be easy. And you're fostering an environment where they think that everybody's going to always give them compliments. And when someone comes to them and tells them that they're not good enough, their work is not good enough, they didn't make the cut, they're not doing good enough, they're ashamed of their work, that confidence will collapse under itself. It will collapse, and they will collapse. That's what happens every single day. That is the weak men that you guys say that you don't like, ladies. You said that you want a man to lead. Leaders get tough upbringings. They get told the truth. Son, that is not right. And that is not right for these reasons. We don't do that way. We don't do it that way. No, daughter, you do not need to be on social media making sexually suggestive posts. You did not need to do that. Now, let me address two things. Everybody, tap the screen. Let's get some likes. Let's tap the screen, get some likes up. Let's address two things here. For all of the people that are new here, we're talking about millions and billions of people. So we never use the retort, doesn't happen to all, or not everybody. We're talking about a mass of people. So when you're talking about a mass of people, you can't pick every individual person. There is billions of people on planet Earth. We're talking about a mass, okay? So we don't use that retort because it's a circular argument. That's the first thing. Second thing is this. Toxic masculinity. I don't believe in it. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist because Amy Coney Barrett is on the Supreme Court. And a lot of you guys voted for the person to put Amy Coney Barrett on the Supreme Court, or some of the congressmen and senators and representatives who put Amy Coney Barrett on the Supreme Court. And she just voted to take away rights from women. So we don't do toxic masculinity here either. I'm sorry. You can take that and you can shove it and shut it up. So stop it. Okay? We don't do that. Okay? So stop it. Because I am not a part of the patriarchy. I'm a black man who's got to worry about getting in his nice cars and driving in his nice neighborhood and being murdered. So don't you tell me about toxic masculinity and the patriarchy. It doesn't exist. I have no control over what those people do, whoever they are, if their people even exist. Okay? And also, I don't care. I don't care about it. Because guess what? Ladies, you ain't going to pick up guns and overtake the government by force, are you? I don't see none of you guys marching down to take over the governments by force. Y'all ain't created no militias. Y'all ain't created no militias. Y'all ain't created none. Y'all ain't. Listen, shut it up, because a lot of the women voted for Trump and they voted for Republicans. And those same Republicans put conservative judges on the bench. And those conservative judges overruled the liberal judges to take away your rights. And now they're coming out the birth control. They want to go after the Board of Education. They want to go after everything else. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anything about that. That issue is above most people's ability to do anything about it. You don't have any ability to do anything about the foolishness that you're spouting, but you got an ability to do about things on your local family level. You can fix that. I'm not confused. I'm very clear. Now, let's jump to the next thing that we're going to talk about in this live. And if you want to come on and discuss, you can request me. You just need to have 1,000 followers. And you can come on and have a conversation. Marriage. I'll promote marriage here. Marriage is a good thing. Marriage is good for you financially. Marriage is good for raising kids. Marriage is good for business. Marriage is good for your socioeconomic status. Here's the thing about marriage. If you're a married couple in this country, you're responsible for over 70% All marriage. I don't care who you're married to. Marriage. If you are married in this country, if you're married, you are responsible for over 70% of all of the wealth. Married people own over 70% of all of the wealth in this entire country. If you are married, you get benefits that single people do not get, including setting up living trusts that you can borrow from, including better interest rates on houses and cars, including more spending power, more buying power, more credit power, more power to make social economic change. That's why you see every major politician trot their family out there. Everyone. Because marriage is good for your life in many respects. And you got to choose who you marry. Here's another fact about marriage. If a household makes $250,000 or more, there's only a 10 to 12% chance, 10 to 12% chance that they will get divorced. Only. The biggest cause for divorce is not infidelity, it's money. Money. The biggest cause, money. We don't say but all here. We're talking about in general, guys. Again, Akuvi love. You got to come with something better than that. We can't use that, okay? We don't do all. We're talking in generals, all right? We don't do not all. Because if you're going to say not all, then you got to go through a list of all of the individual cases, okay? We can't do that. We're talking in generalities. Now, here's a question. And this is the question that I have. This is the question. And I'll pose it to ladies first. If you're done with men, if you would never commit to a man, never marry a man, you don't want no man, you don't believe in no man. But your girlfriend's got your back. Your girlfriend loves you. You go on your girlfriend trips with your girlfriend. You go out to eat with your girlfriends. You party with your girlfriends. If you get sick, you believe your girlfriends will be there to take care of you. If you need a babysitter, you trust your girlfriends. If you trust your girlfriends that much, and marriage gives you so many benefits, and gay marriage is legal, why don't you marry your girlfriend? Why don't you marry your girlfriend? If you trust, no, it's not different. As psychologists say, women also use their girlfriends as surrogates for a good relationship. Well, it doesn't matter that you're heterosexual. You don't have to have sex with the girl. You just marry the girl. And you get all of the benefits of being married. What you mean for what benefits? Let's go over the benefits of marriage again, shall we? Shall we go over the benefits of marriage again? Shall we go over the benefits of marriage? You can build living wills and trusts to avoid taxes. You can give your spouse $30,000 tax-free every year. You can pass property back and forth tax-free. Businesses back and forth tax-free. Your socioeconomic status goes up. You get more buying power to buy a better house. You get more buying power to buy a better car. If one of you loses their jobs, you got another stable income that can uphold the household. That's a lot of benefits. See, I'm calling Cap. I think y'all out here, Captain America, Captain Crunch, Captain D's, Captain Phillips. I'm calling Cap. You won't marry your girlfriend for the benefits of marriage because guess what? You don't trust her either to marry her. You don't trust her. You don't even trust her to be married. Portia said, I can have all that by myself. No, you cannot, Portia. There are things that you cannot have by yourself if you're a single person in the United States of America. So stop it. There is nothing. Married couples will get that house that you want before you. They'll get the car that you want before you. They get looked at in society better than you. See, you guys don't really trust your girlfriends. The only thing, yeah, Fat Ma said it. The only thing she can't give is the D. The only thing she can't give is the D. I'm calling Captain Crunch, Captain America, Captain D's. Y'all are capping. Y'all are capping. You don't even trust your girlfriend to marry her. Because guess what? If you divorce your girlfriend, she's getting half your shit. If y'all fall out, you got to deal with it and go to therapy and counseling and figure out a way to work that shit out. If you file married on your taxes, you automatically get way more. Marry your best friend. Have a platonic marriage with your best friend. No sex. No sex. Marriage has always been a business, guys. Nowhere in a charter of marriage does it says anything about love. It has never been about love. If you go and look at the charter for marriage in the United States, it says, for the building, maintaining, and passing on of wealth, and for the rearing of children, and the establishment of a line to pass on that money and inheritance. Marriage is a business. So you got a side hustle. Why you need a side hustle? You and your best friend, you listen to your best friend about everything that she said about any of the men that you've been with. Child, don't date him. He ain't shit. He ain't shit. So every man that you deal with ain't shit because your girlfriend said, well, is she shit? Is she good shit? Is she marriage material? Look at your girlfriends, ladies. Write them down. Which one would you marry? Which one do you trust financially? Which one do you trust to help take care of your kids? Which ones do you trust socially? Who do you trust to be able to go and put something in your name? Who do you trust? Who do you trust? Who do you trust? You got kids, she got kids. Guess what? You always got somebody to watch the kids. Always got somebody to watch the kids. Matter of fact, there was a movie about it. Will Smith was in it with the guy, the comedian, the comedian guy. I can't think of his name. They got married for the health benefits. They got married for the health benefits and all of the other benefits that it offered. See, here's the thing. There's lies that's being told over and over and over again. The things that you guys are spewing sometimes out of your mouth, you don't even believe it yourself. You know that it's wrong. You know that it's wrong. You know. You know it's not true. Y'all can barely put together a decent girls' trip to go locally Y'all don't go deep on these girls' trips. Where do you go? You go to Tulum. You go to Tulum, Cancun. You go to Jamaica. You go to Cabo. You go to the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti. You ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Thank you. That was the movie. You you guys are going so local. You're going within the continental realm of North America easily. And I say that as someone who have traveled all over the world. My passport looks like somebody's old CVS receipts. It's so stamped up. You guys are going local. You got to think about this. Are you using your friends, your daughter, your son? Are you using them for a surrogate? Are you using them for a surrogate for what you really want, what you really need, and what you really want to have? Are you doing that? Because if you are, you can fix it. You know that, right? Ladies, you do know that there's men out here that are looking to be married, that they want a relationship. There are men out here that will marry you with kids. I have said on this program many times that I will marry a woman with one child. My father married my mom. She had one child. They've been married for 44 years and counting. 44 years and counting. I will marry a woman with one child. Now, why won't I marry a woman with more than one child? I can tell you why. I want to have 3 more from her. That is 4. I have budgeted for a family of 6. So if she's got 3 and I want 3, that's a family of 8. That is outside of the range and the parameters of my budget. I have budgeted for a family of 6, me and her child, and the new 3 children that we will have. I can't afford if you got 4 or 5. I personally can't afford that. I can afford to support 4 and you. I cannot afford to support 6 and you and me. I can't do it. I make great money, but I don't have the financial resources to live the type of life where I live. Is very expensive. The houses in my community start at $1.7 million. That's where they start. They start at $1.7 million. Somebody says, so marry a man with none and adopt. I want to look into my DNA's eyes. I want to look into the eyes of my sperm has created you, son or daughter. I want to see my nose and my eyes and my big ass ears and my quirks. Somebody said, what if she gives you 2 because she doesn't want a 3rd? That's got to be settled before we get married. Somebody say even the men that can't afford it don't want it. En masse, probably not. Somebody say, and we want marriage that comes with D. So if you want marriage that comes with D, then you're going to have to do what it takes to get what it is that you want. What are you doing to get what it is that you want? I know what I'm doing to get what I want. I'm dating my ass off. D is eggplant. The 3rd leg. If you want a husband, then you got to give men what it is that they want from a wife. It is that simple. If I want a wife, I got to give her what she wants from a husband. It's that simple. So if I want a woman and she wants to be a stay-at-home mom with the kids, I got to be able to support everything financially on my own without any help from her. I have to be able to hold it all down. Here's the thing, guys. One of the things that I learned not to do is lie to myself. As long as I lied to myself, I didn't get the things that I wanted. When I was honest with myself and recognized all of the flaws and the missteps that I had made, and that it ain't his fault or her fault or their fault or that person's fault, it's my fault. When I realized that, things got a hell of a lot better in my life. I sleep better. I eat better. I'm more successful. Life is better. I'm smiling all the time. I'm happy all the time. You know why? Because I told myself the truth. I looked myself in the mirror one day and I said, Donald, you're a motherfucking liar. Don P., you are a liar. You lying to all of these women. You're lying to yourself. You don't even know who you are anymore because you done told so many damn lies, you can't keep up with them. And I looked myself in the mirror and I made myself a promise. I'm done with the lying. I am done with the lying. So you know what I did? I said, from now on, I'm telling the truth. And any lies that I have told to people, I'm going to come clean. I'm going to come clean. I went back to my exes and I said, listen, when you thought I was here, I was on the other side of the world with 3 bad chicks on a boat. When you thought I was here, I had a beautiful dancer up in Cabo. I was not honest with you. I never trusted you. From the beginning, I never trusted you. So because I never trusted you, I never was very forthcoming and honest with you. I never shared with you the things that was happening in my heart, my mind, and my soul. Me, am the cause of that little thing in your mind, that discontent saying he's holding things back from me. Yes, because I was. I knew that you weren't going to be the woman that I wanted, but I picked you because you were super hot. I picked you. At the end of the day, when I came clean to myself and I started coming clean to others, my life got so much damn easier. Because I'm not worrying about being found out about nothing. I don't got to worry about somebody coming and marking up one of my vehicles, talking about cheater and busting out the windows with a baseball bat. Ain't no woman going to bleach my clothes. No woman going to try to come and expose me. Because I'm okay with who I am and what I've done and what I'm going to do. I've come to grips with that. Accountability and honesty, man, it's a hard thing. But when you get on the other side of it, man, what a better life you got. What a better life you got. My longest relationship, y'all, 6-bedroom house in wine country. Maserati, Mercedes, and BMW in front of the driveway. I laid in bed at night, absolutely miserable. Massive amounts of money in the bank. Laid in bed at night, absolutely miserable. Miserable. Was praying to the Lord Jesus, please don't let it be the night that this woman wants to have sex with me. Miserable. Because sometimes I didn't want her to have sex with me because I had just came from my girlfriend's house or one of my side chicks' house, and they had worn me the hell out. I had nothing left to give. I had nothing left to give. I was worn out. Worn out. So I'm praying, please don't let her want to have sex tonight, because it ain't going to be able to happen. I'm worn out. So you sit there wanting for someone that wanting to be honest, wanting to tell the truth. Somebody said, was I a womanizer? I guess so, if that's what they call it. Hey, Reality Doe, how you doing? Call it whatever you want. The one thing we don't do here is lie to try to make ourselves look better. We give you the straight dope facts of what we did, because therein lies your better life. Therein lies your better life. Do you fear the repercussions of these actions? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have no fear. They're my choices. And my grandmother taught me one thing: learn to live with the consequences of your actions. I don't fear shit. Not a damn thing in this life. Learn to live with the consequences of your said actions. You made the choice. I made the choice. I saw the beautiful professor from USC with the incredibly toned body and the legs and the hips that wouldn't stop. I chose to talk to her. I chose to make her a woman on the side. Those are my decisions. I chose to go to Dubai and have a harem of women around me. I chose that. I chose to go to Colombia and to go to Mykonos in Greece and do the yacht parties in the south of France and all these places. Those are my decisions. Nobody put a gun to my head. Nobody forced me. I willingly went. I willingly made the decisions. And let me tell you something else. Yes, I was in a relationship. And let me tell you something else. I had the motherfucking time of my life. I had the time of my life. The time of my life. I had the fucking yacht, partying on $150 million yacht in Dubai with some of the most beautiful women in the world and only a few men. I don't know what heaven looks like, but I don't know if it gets much better than that. I had the time of my life. Look up 7 Palms Jumeirah. Look it up. Look up Billionaire Club in Dubai. 7 Palms Jumeirah. Somebody said, now you can't find a wife. That is absolutely not true. I will be married by the top of next year. Listen, all I'm saying to you is, when I went to the person I was in a relationship with, and I just sat her down and said, listen, I need to tell you the truth. I've been lying to you. Well, somebody said, you had the time of your life at the expense of a woman who loved you. That woman was cheating. She was having an affair with a man in Scotland. Joni Michelle. She was having an affair with a man in Scotland that I knew about. She was taking trips internationally. Boom, 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 boom. Lying to me where she had to need to be at a job. And I knew about it the whole time. Somebody had to give her the D. I wasn't giving her the D. Don't don't sit up here and think that women and men don't both cheat at about the same level. They do. Let's not be silly. Let's not be ignorant. Let's be very open and honest here. Now, I'm going to tell you the bad things that I did. But I didn't feel bad about it. I felt bad because I wasn't honest. And honesty is the thing that divides a person. Honesty is the thing that divides it. Now, if I'm with a woman and I say, listen, you're marriage material. I want to marry you, but you should know something. I'm not going to be monogamous for the rest of my life. I'm not saying that I'm going to be a serial man that steps out of a relationship. But if I go on a trip somewhere and I see a gorgeous woman, I may want to strap up and partake. Just letting you know. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Men with resources. Men with resources, with money, with the ability to travel internationally whenever they want. Oh, yes, 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 they partake. Make no mistake about it. I'm not going to be with any woman that expects that I am going to be able to have sex with one vagina for the next 50 years. Oh, no, no, no. 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 I'm not doing it. Why? Why should I do that? Now, I'm not saying that I'm just going to be out there every day. I would never miss family functions, birthdays, spend a lot of time with my wife. All of that stuff. But don't think I'm going to Mykonos and see a badass woman who's all over me and I ain't going to clap them cheeks. I'm clapping those cheeks. And I'm going to let my wife know. She can pack the condoms if she likes. She can pack the condoms. Yeah, babe, if I find a bad model down here, oh, I'm clapping them cheeks. Just letting you know. And if you can't deal with that, then don't marry me. Somebody said I have problems. That's honesty. Rosa, that is honesty that most men won't tell you. You know why, Rosa? They tell you only things that you want to hear. But let me tell you something for men. Ain't nothing better than some new punani. Ain't nothing better than some new punani. Why can't I get married? Ain't nothing better than some new punani. Gentlemen in the room, am I lying? Is anything better than some brand new, fresh, extremely tight punani? Somebody says, why am I getting married then? Because I need a mother for my children. I need someone to carry on my legacy when I die. I need someone to teach my children. I need someone that I can rely on to give me good counsel. I need someone that's going to give me inspiration. I need someone that's going to be there for me when I'm sick. I need someone to be there for when they're sick. I need family. I need legitimacy. Happy Alone said, I just lost a little respect for you. Happily Alone, I could give a damn. See, this is truth. This is honesty. Happy Alone. You think that a man wants to be with you and just sleep with you for the rest of his life? That he don't see a beautiful woman that he just want to take and clap the cheeks? He still wants to be with you. He don't want to leave you. He enjoyed the time you guys spend together and the family that y'all will create. But you telling me a man get a chance in here to bang Beyonce? And he like, well, I would do it, Beyonce, but I got Happy Alone at home and shit. The only difference with me is I'm honest. It is not cheating if you tell the person. It is not cheating if you get permission. I have a dating rule. Dating rule number 5. Don't cheat without permission. What if my wife wants some fresh D? Then I have to allow her to do that if I can cheat. If I can cheat, I have to allow her to be able to do the same. And let me tell you something, gentlemen. Let me tell you something, gentlemen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. She didn't come to you as a virgin. She was not a virgin when she came to you. You did not break her hymen. She was not a virgin. You know that thing that she does, that walk 3000 with the twist action that she does and rock. You know how she does that thing? Somebody taught her how to do that. You know the way she ride that thing and then she flipped that thing over and ride it the other way? Somebody told her how to do that. There is other men that's done had your woman grabbing onto the sheets and screaming out to the Lord Jesus Christ before she came to you. She is not holy and pure. She is not. At some point, your wife or your girlfriend, but they weren't married. It doesn't matter. You're not even supposed to have sex, Marisol, until you get married, according to the religion that most of the people purport to say that they believe in. Billions of Christians on face of planet Earth, and all this fucking going on. Before your woman decided to be with you, some dude was tearing her up. That thing slipped out, and she grabbed it and shoved it back in and told him to keep going. Told him to keep going. That was your girl. Your girl got some dirty secrets that she don't never want nobody in the world to find out about. Your girl might have one day was in a room with a bunch of basketball players or football players or entertainers and said, come on, I'll take you all on. I'm telling you. So why? So I don't judge women. I don't care about your body count. I don't want women to judge me because my body count is astronomical. What? Somebody said she wasn't mine at the time, so I don't care. Yes, you do. Because let's just say you walk into a room with all of those men. Let's just say you walk into that room with all of those men. How you gonna feel? They be like, yeah, my boy, your girl got that wet. She still like it when you pull her hair and put the other arm around her neck. She still like that? See, we got to start being honest. And that's what I do here. One thing I'm not going to do, and I think a lot of people that talk about relationships do, is they denigrate people and they say all of the bad things that other people are doing, and they never tell you about the bad things that they've done. They never tell you. They never say what they've done to fuck up. Oh, I'm going to tell you every single time. I done some shit to fuck up. I'm going to tell you this last thing, and then I'm going to get off here. I done had 3 different women in Vegas at the same time in different hotel rooms on different sides of the strip. None of them knew. And I was doing events. I had a calendar of events. I was doing something fun with each one of them. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, tomorrow, lady, We going to breakfast. Tomorrow, my girl, we going to breakfast. We're going to breakfast. And then later on tonight, oh, I'm taking you to a show tonight. Be ready. Oh, we're going to play laser tag today. We're going to ride the ATVs today. I had 3, all on the strip, didn't know about each other, and go back and tell their friends I had the best time of my life in Vegas. Somebody said, so what's going to make my wife special? I'm glad you asked that question. And on that, we can end this one. This is what's going to make my wife special. She'll have the keys to the business. She'll have the keys to the house, the car. It's her house. It's her cars. It's her bank accounts. It's her money. It's her children. It's her name. What she says goes. She is the queen of said castle. Those women don't get any of that. They get no legitimacy. None. No prenuptial, but an agreement that lays out the boundaries of what we're going to do and be. See, wife is a different level. And you guys are so obsessed with calling men kings. What you don't look at is the king connotation. You don't look at the king connotation. Name me one king throughout history that's never had concubines, side chicks, mistresses. Name me one. Multiple wives. Now, but y'all always going around talking about, I'm looking for my king. What's up, king? I'm waiting for my king. Really? You sure you want a king? You sure you want a king? You sure you want a king? You sure? How you know Barack Obama ain't smashed some other cheeks? We want to believe, but how you know? You think the most powerful man in the absolute world never got no other cheeks? I just found out that Martin Luther King had mistresses. If y'all don't get the hell out of here. Come on. Come on. He's the most powerful man in the world. You know what's the first thing that he gonna do? That girl that pushed him off, he gonna take her call because he clapping them cheeks. Somebody, Curly Nene said, play piano before I go. Come back later. I'm going to do a bunch of songs. I'm going to actually be playing. I got an appointment at 2:30. So come back later. All right, guys, if you haven't followed me on YouTube, I need you to click the link in my bio. Click the link and subscribe to me on YouTube. I will be back later on to do another live. We're going to be talking about more stuff. I'm going to be talking about weight on the next live. I'm going to be talking about weight. Is weight, whether you're a man or woman, keeping you from getting the person that you want? Are you too fat? Is your weight holding you back in your dating life? That's what we're going to be talking about next. Is your weight holding you back in your dating life? Your unhealthiness, is that holding you back in your dating life? Is it holding you back? All right, guys, have a good one. I'll see y'all on the next one.